Well, Connecticut wants to be a part of the Emerging Leaders Society and the United Way events because we've been a longtime sponsor of theirs. These programs really get to who we are as a company. They touch the community. They help people get a start. They help people along when sometimes things happen in their lives and they need a little boost. For me personally, the ELS really it's the same kind of help that I got early in my career, and it's helping young people get a little bit of a acceleration in their lives and their careers. What a great event! Really speaks to who United Way is, and really thrilled to be a part of it.
Hey, my name is Chef Xavier Santiago. Welcome to Carbone's Prime, and this is the ELS Cooking Challenge. So what is the challenge? Last year, United Way ELS made this challenge to spread awareness during COVID to all the local families that there's a lot of help out there, and we came up with this battle. This year, we got 12 contestants. Out of 12, we picked 3, and we're getting ready to put the 3 to a challenge. They had to submit videos, and depending on the count and the points, we're able to pick the 3 that are gonna battle. So we're in the kitchen where everything's gonna happen. I'm a chop champion, so I don't plan on making it easy for these contestants. This is where all guys go down. Right now, we're gonna go check in with the contestants.
I'm feeling nervous and excited. It's my first time ever doing this.
A little nervous. We're not sure what's in the box, but we're pretty confident that we'll be able to handle it.
It's a really great opportunity, and I'm really looking forward to see what everybody makes.
All right, so first of all, I wanna say congrats. You made it to the top 3, but we're gonna put you to the test. So real quick on rules, please, I would like to get, keep your distance from each other. Obviously, you gotta be next to your sous chef, but try to keep your 6 feet apart from each other. Always wear your mask. There's gonna be sanitizers all over the kitchen. Make sure you cleaning your hands at all time, washing your hands. Also, make sure you're cleaning your cutting boards. If you're using chicken, any fish, there's plenty of cutting boards in the back, and I will guide you through it. You're gonna have 1 hour to cook, and then you guys are all gonna present at the same time. We are gonna give you 4 mystery ingredients. Now, you don't have to put all 4 in one dish, but I expect at least 2 on each plate, at least minimum. If you do more power to you. We expect in 60 minutes for you guys to produce 2 different dishes, an appetizer and an entree. Now, you guys all have a sous chef, right? You guys brought somebody that's interesting, somebody that's ready to throw it down with you guys? All right. So, Evil. So you know Eve, right? She won last year a cooking challenge, and she had a great idea, and I think it'll be perfect for you guys, and it's probably only gonna help you make you better. We're gonna swap your sous chefs around. You guys excited?
Oh yeah.
You guys ready? Yes. Again, well, thank you for coming. Thank you for being a part of this, and let's get cooking. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
I had brought a teammate to complement things I thought I lacked, and a teammate who could also pick up my physical slack for me. So I then had someone else new to me and cooking with me that had to then hopefully complement me.
I had a game plan. I know how my sous chef works. I know how I work, so I know how I was gonna delegate all that. And then when they switched, I was everything went out the door. I had to start from 0.
It was a little scary. Charmaine went missing for a little bit, so I was a little concerned.
We were going back and forth between doing jambalaya and a paella. We ended up going with jambalaya.
Soup is actually my favorite thing to make, and it was one of the first things when I started cooking at a very young age that I realized I was good at.
I could make healthy food like real taste good. When I was like a little younger, or like anyone else that I asked, the healthy food is nasty, it's like bland. But then I changed that all around. It's low calorie.
I felt like really nervous for who was gonna get my husband because he doesn't really have a lot of experience in the kitchen. And when we were talking about like what he's gonna do as my sous chef, I was just telling him like, you don't have to cut anything, like I'll deal with that. But then after this whole mix-up thing, he told me I had to use a knife, and Chef X came up to me to show me how to properly use it. So
I don't know if you know this, but Jimmy was making a puree with the rutabaga and actually ended up putting truffle oil in it.
Oh wow.
Thought that was olive oil, turned out it's truffle oil.
Sardines aren't. I can deal with anchovies. Sardines, not so much.
Oh, not for me.
There's a lot of families out there that need help, but it's honestly a really good thing that they do this.
the whole purpose behind it was really great, and just to be able to raise money again for the families, like the ELS families in our neighborhood, or even like in the Hartford area, means a lot to me, just because the pandemic really hit a lot of those too.
I like to help people, and I like to cook. Cooking is a semi-professional thing for me, more of a hobby, and it's something I thoroughly enjoy. I cook often, and I cook decently well. It is something that I can lose myself in. It is something that I can implement the time and the passion towards, that other people get to feel immediately reciprocated when they eat it.
I'm feeling stressed, but I'm happy.
But I can't really taste it because there's seafood in there, so we're gonna like trust my food shop.
A little crunch for time, but we're gonna make it happen.
I think it was intense and it was a little scary.
We were getting down to like 2 minutes, 1 minute where we had to finish plating, and that's I'm like, we still had things in a pot, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and we had to rush to get those on as soon as we could.
I really brought it better on the appetizer than I did the entree. Time kind of gets away with you.
I feel like I just threw everything on the salad very last minutely when it was like 30 seconds that's left.
I feel relieved. I feel confident in what I did. There's some things with the time crunch that I kind of messed up on, but feeling confident for the most part.
Go better on you did.
I am so happy that I didn't have to have that experience because he's tough, everybody. Super tough. So.
All right, that's it. Good done. All right, so we're done cooking, and here are the judges. So what we're looking for is for presentation, taste, creativity, and use of ingredients. So we're here for our first dish. Charmaine, please tell us what you made.
Thank you, judges, for tasting my food. So first off, I have a Mediterranean-inspired salad. So there's sardines in it, which is like one of the ingredients that was in my box. And then next up for the entrees, we have jambalaya. Unfortunately, I couldn't really taste any of it because I have shellfish allergies, so I relied on my sense of smell, and also was letting my sous chef know and like communicated with her properly what I wanted to execute. So it was kind of like blind cooking, but not. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
I know you said that you had some hard time with tasting the food, but somehow you definitely pulled it off. There's a lot of flavors coming through.
I like that.
What cheese did you use here?
Blue cheese, I think, or
It was blue?
I couldn't decipher if it was crumbled blue cheese or gorgonzola.
Okay.
I just looked at
The
it
balance
because
is very good.
I had literally like 30 seconds left to throw everything on that plate. So I was like going with my instincts first with what I feel like would go best with the sardines. And I was thinking of like getting like a strong flavor to go along with it, so it kind of hides the saltiness and also like the canned flavor of the sardines. So yeah.
Well done.
Very well balanced.
Very good. I probably would have added just a little bit of acid just to cup that fat at the end. But
I added
bravo.
a squeeze of lemon in it too, very
Nice.
quickly, but
Yeah,
Nice.
I agree. Very good. Delicious.
really?
Delicious. Very, very good.
For real?
Oh, there's
Yeah.
a really good kick to it too. Yeah, it's very.
Especially for not being able to taste your flavorings. Very well balanced, the right amount of heat. Delicious.
If my grandmother was here, she'd give you a hug.
Okay, so I got my inspo from Princess and the Frog, the
Nice.
movie that just came out like I think in 2013. And when she was cooking jambalaya with her dad was about to like put in his like spoon to taste it, and she goes, "Wait, I need hot sauce and a little bit of this," and then she added it in, and he goes, "Chef's kiss," and you know what we do? We share with everybody, and then the entire neighborhood came and ate her jambalaya.
Awesome.
It's excellent.
The neighborhood be lucky.
And we're on to a second dish. Elaine, what you got for us?
Alrighty, judges. So what I have for here is a bruschetta. I have some sardines on there. We mush them up, and then we season them: the onion, tomato, salt, pepper, and I threw some ricotta on there, and a little tomato and arugula salad. And next we have a saffron infused rice, jasmine rice, and it has some stewed shrimp over the top.
Beautiful. Delicious balance of flavor, use of secret ingredient. Very, very good.
Is there garlic in here?
A little bit.
I love it. It's so good.
The bread has garlic butter on it. I love it.
Very, very good.
It's really well done. I love how you took a sardine taste that not everybody likes, but you made it present, but it wasn't overpowering in any way. Really well done.
Your bread is toasted perfect too. Right amount of crunch, right amount of softness. Delicious.
Very well constructed. If I could say anything, is the tomatoes. Whenever you take a bite of something, you want to imagine your guest biting it. You want to make sure that it gets in their mouth. So I would cut them a little smaller next time. But besides that, knockout. You did a great job.
Really beautiful balance of flavor. I like the way the rutabaga's underlining, and your rice is cooked spot on. A nice little toothsomeness to it. Very good.
Your shrimp's cooked beautifully. It's just right, which is very impressive because I saw you guys crunch for time back there, but it's not overcooked whatsoever. It's still bouncy, and it's still very juicy. Your cuts are great. Like he said, the rice is perfectly cooked. I love the saffron in there. You did just enough. Saffron can be so overpowering, but you did just enough to kind of bring out the star of the show, which is the shrimp. So, good job.
Very good. I love it. This is probably the first thing I've tasted that I want to eat the whole dish. And if so, really love how you brought all of these ingredients together. As a non-chef, I think of things really at a kitchen table level, and I'd tell you that this is something that I would want to have for dinner on a Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. Really well done.
So now we have our third dish. Josh, what you got for us?
We have a Tuscan bruschetta with sardines, fried basil, and a rutabaga, and then a paella-inspired soup with kielbasa over andouille and shrimp and chicken.
You undid it. You undid it.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
It's really good. It's excellent.
We were aiming for it.
I love the little crispy rutabaga.
It's supposed to add a little bit of spice, a little bit of pepperiness.
Yeah, delicious. Presentation was beautiful as well as the flavor, really well balanced. And all the notes.
Thank you.
I was so intimidated because when I saw the toast points, I was like, how am I going to get this in my mouth?
It's really just a fancy spoon for the whole day.
It's so thin and so delicate that it's perfect.
Delicious.
I love the olive oil and just the perfect toasting of the bread. So really well done. You talked about the kielbasa, but you didn't say anything about chicken.
Yes, so chicken, kielbasa. So it's a paella-inspired soup.
Yeah.
We got a heavy base of saffron and chicken, in lieu of rabbit or andouille or the normal things that would be in a paella, and hopefully a good, well-rounded base of flavor to build upon with the shrimp and the sausage.
I like the little crispiness of the sausage.
The rutabaga is in there as well.
I just love soup so much.
We have a judge here who knows shrimp better than I do.
Don't butter me up.
No, ma'am.
I would have used a little bit more salt.
Understood.
But I feel like a person who's on a no salt diet wouldn't feel like they're left out or that they were missing out on anything.
The kielbasa is usually a little saltier than andouille, so I was banking on that. And I use the oil from the pan juices to try and offset as far as health.
I agree with Chef, like a pinch more salt.
Understood.
But I think other than that, you
All right, guys. So after 3 amazing courses, 3 amazing chefs, what are you guys thinking? Because I have no idea what to choose.
go.
I think it's kind of a split ballot for me. I really loved the bruschetta that Josh made. I thought that it was sort of perfect for me. Loved, just got the bread right. He got the presentation. He nailed it.
Yeah.
Loved it. And then I have to tell you, I loved Charmaine's entree. It just it had the right amount of spice to it. That ended up carrying with me.
Her story was so cute too.
And her story's great. Her story is wonderful.
Everybody melts for Disney.
Yeah, that was for Disney. No, I concur on Josh's bruschetta. I think he nailed it, hands down, best app of the day. I think for me, the entree was Elena. And not that Charmaine's wasn't delicious, but I think it was lacking. I didn't see a rutabaga in there. So that's use of ingredients. Love the way the interactions where Josh, it was kind of Chef X broke it up with changing to the sous chefs, which could be crazy in itself. And the way Josh treated clearly the most inexperienced guy, Ben, with a calmness and compassion, almost teaching him along while not trying to stress out. Yeah. So that was impressive to me.
It is impressive.
And showed a lot of professionalism. So.
I saw great qualities in every single one. Charmaine, I saw her kind of struggle in the beginning because she's not a chef. But something happened to where she definitely kicked in gear and she was like, look, I have to finish, right? So I might as well just finish. And I think that she did such a great job. And she was so positive and she had so much perseverance. Then we have Elaine, who's so young, but she shows so much beyond her years. And the flavors in her food were phenomenal. It was something that I feel I didn't master at her age. And then we have Josh, who, like we said, he got a bit of a sous chef that probably wasn't what he thought he was going to deal with today. And everything was plated beautifully. You saw his experience.
All right, contestants, you guys all did a great job. A lot of leadership, beautiful dishes. But as you guys know, there's only going to be one winner.